Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. The Longhorns offense will go to work first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against candidly an overmatched opponent, but hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup, but this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against their...
Turning it on! Gets it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The short hands, it's Wingo. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Texas! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Texas. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Fresno State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Brown will throw it. Puts it out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be a...
And that's a live ball behind the line. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Makes the catch. It's Weatherly. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an op.
Breaks into the open. And he'll be brought down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Sends it back in motion. The sure hands, it's Lane. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking for a man, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me and double cover.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The quick out. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive runs.
Got his man quickly. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Give to the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Unloads it left. Fires and picked off.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a good job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ringo. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Baxter. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I'll tell you, when I hear Texas football, I think about Bevo and I think about great running backs, man. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, Bijan Robinson. This dude seems like he's the next guy in that long list of game breakers at the position. He's got everything you look for in a great running back.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Quick release by the QB. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Handoff from the shotgun. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. He's got it on the move. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. On the ground, it's Baxter. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just drives in between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Texas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops. So
there he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The give out of the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Brown wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Weatherly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Butler. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Texas offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the ground from the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure and getting us out.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down. And you see guys leading into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Pulls it in. It's Weatherly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Brown will throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dillon. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baxter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Then the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the move. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Brown wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. Guided out of of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Weatherly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Get the sack, get the fumble.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. Now, they're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Might be changing the route. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Hawkins. It's picked off. That's number 10. Trying to take it back. They've got the 1st down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Boy, that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The snap sets up the throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Texas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the play and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Start the second half.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Rivers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Fresno State takes over in the offense. Will go back to work. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
Yeah, I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. In bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close this season out with an exclamation point.
And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He's got it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Longhorns in the hurry up.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. To the air, it's Hawkins. He'll throw it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Wingo. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He might want another play. From the gun, looking for a man. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Rush is on him. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Defense got to him with a big play last time. Now 3rd and goal from the 12. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
Texas.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Brown will throw it. Working that left side now. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He's now got 78 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touched.
Breaks into the open. The 40. The 20. Pass the touchdown, Longhorn! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Texas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A productive play is one that it gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Brown wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Hutchinson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Catch in the middle. It's Weatherly. Bulldozes his way through. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, what a move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to...
Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
You can tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Going to try to get it himself. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. The give to the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
3rd and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the knee. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
To the air on 1st down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
There he goes. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working that left side. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the 4th quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
That's reeled in. It's Lane. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to...
Got enough space. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Offense in a bunch formation. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Caught behind the line. It's Holman. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Brown wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. It's Hutchinson. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And he's down at the 41, that's a first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Floats it out in space. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. He's got it on the right. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Winston. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Makes it past the marker. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's McCutcheon. Turning it on. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Back to throw. It's Lacey. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Keeps it on the bootleg. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. That gives him 100 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. Got it behind the line. It's Holman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Holman. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.